Hi, my name's Jim Barry. I wrote of Dust and Blood. We just went over our halfway point for our Kickstarter, and I wanted to say thank you to all our backers. Val and a few others have asked me to talk a little bit about how this project came into being and why we're doing it now. I met Val about 5 years ago at a comic show in Portland, Oregon. I wanted to say hello to him because he's one of my favorite artists all time. Growing up as a kid, I read all of his Marvel comics from the 70s, Man-Thing, Frankenstein, The Living Mummy. So I introduced myself. We ended up meeting for a drink and talking about projects, and 2 years later we made a short movie that we funded on Kickstarter. We had a good experience collaborating and decided we should do something else, but we're both busy. Val works for studios and agencies. He does storyboards and conceptual art. So for me to come up with something, I knew it would have to appeal to him personally, but I'd also have to figure out a way to pay him a decent rate. So I read this book about the Little Bighorn battle. An incredible story. After I put it down, I kept thinking about it. I read another book about the battle from the Indian perspective, and I started to imagine a story where both sides of the battle would be given equal play, and there would be these two fighters, these two men, one on each side of the battlefield, who would be revealed throughout the book as just having a lot in common as people and as human beings. At this point, what I know about Val is that he loves horses. He loves Western art. I've been to his house and seen this series of paintings from modern Western scenes that are oil on canvas. And I'm not a cowboy. I'm not a guy who gravitates towards the Western genre necessarily. I love a Western movie, but anyway, these paintings he shows me are exceptional. So when I pitched my story, my outline to him, he starts talking about the details of the uniforms and the weapons and the landscapes and the tack on the horses. He just has all these great details in his head, and I thought, wow, he would knock this out of the park. He'll draw this in a way that no one else could. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Val's work, and I want to see what he'll do. And I hope you do too. So with 2 weeks to go in our campaign and 50% of our goal met, we could really use your help by tweeting, reposting on Facebook, emails to friends, just talking about this project to people that are into comics at shows or comic shops. And certainly consider picking up a book if you haven't already. And thank you again for your help.